Hello everyone and welcome to Fig Fanatic. My name is Jesse and a very Merry Christmas, belated Merry Christmas to all of you watching right now. I am going to be doing sort of something different. I don't do a lot of these. In fact, I don't do any of them. I am going to be doing kind of like a mail call, so to speak, what I got for Christmas, and just show you some of the neat stuff, including a special Santa mail call straight from Atlanta. So we'll start with that. I got a couple of Bucky O'Hare figures. Now, Bucky O'Hare was a cartoon series from the early 90s, late 80s, around there. That was a pretty big hit for what it was. Due to other controversial stuff and just business reasons, it unfortunately was not able to make it past season 1. But if you want more information, check out Dan Larson and his channel Toy Galaxy, and probably the best toy channel of any kind you'll ever see. And he'll have plenty of information on that. But in the meantime, I never was able to get these toys because when I was a kid, they were at the half-price store. And I remember the few times I got to go there as a kid, I would get a toy now and again because they were super cheap. And my parents would never get me these toys because their thing is, what the hell's a Bucky O'Hare? I never got to enjoy Bucky O'Hare as a kid. I didn't get to watch the show or anything because it wasn't on syndication where I was. So I didn't know what to say. So we never got it because we didn't know what the hell it was either. But I thought they looked cool. And so I managed to get Bucky O'Hare himself. If you want to see him right there. And I thought he was pretty cool. His ears even kind of move. He has a sweet ass little cape. He has his 2 little guns. And then I got Deadeye Duck. Deadeye Duck is also sweet. It's just like a best buddy or crew member guy. And he has 4 guns. The deal that I got with this, unfortunately, the one caveat was that he was only going to have 3 of the 4 guns. So, anyways, I got this mail call on Christmas Eve, so I'm like, well, it's kind of like a Christmas thing. So, anyways, I just wanted to show him off because Bucky O'Hare's freaking sweet. Next up, I got from my good friend Robert, Buzz Lightyear from the Mirrorverse series of Disney figures. And what attracted to me to this figure is it is a Todd McFarlane figure. So, let's just do a quick unboxing of this thing. I almost bought this figure when it came out, and the last second I was like, why bother? You know, it doesn't really fit with anything that I have. And my friend just decided that I needed it. So, that's what he got me. And he's a heavy boy. Let me tell you something. He is a heavy, heavy boy. The boots are freaking cool. That's badass. Yeah, that's really cool. He has a lot of interesting little details, like these little arm thrusters that he has back here that can move up or down. Face looks great. The paint looks even really good on there. The colors seems fairly articulate for what he is. They got everything else in here to get out his other junk. So he has a little stand, some kind of card. I don't know if this does anything. I don't know if you like play these cards or what, but for me it's junk. Don't give a shit. And here's this little booster pack thing. Click the wings in, I guess. There you go. Oh, they're pretty sturdy. Once you get the wings in, they're pretty sturdy in there. I have like a defective Buzz. Look at that. It's like, I don't know how well you can see that on there, but it kind of see how I'm holding it very straight, but see there how it kind of, it has like an off curve. You can see it kind of tilted to the side. It's like not, probably a better way to show you. Look at that. So that clicks there, but clearly that's not going to fit in there, right? Because if you click it in the way it's supposed to, it's just not going to make it. What a piece of shit. So I actually get the figure, and the thing that makes Buzz Lightyear are his goddamn wings. Well, anyways, I'm going to fuck with it later. There he is. There's Buzz Lightyear. What a crock of shit. Alright, next up, we got the excellence of execution. The best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. Brett the Hitman Hart. And this was a gift from my friend Andy. And I have been seeing this figure around now and again, the few times it's gotten stocked, but I knew he was getting it for me, so I waited, and waited, and waited, and waited. I already got Crazy Cocaine Eyes Hulk Hogan. I did a figure review of him already, but now I finally got Bret Hart. Give you a pink chair, but no like Bret Hart logo or anything, which is kind of lame. Oh well. Now I'm not one for customs, but I think I'm gonna participate in my first ever custom by buying the SummerSlam 2-pack that's coming out eventually of Bret Hart. It's gonna be Bret Hart Undertaker, but the face scan looks amazing. And if you know anything about Bret Hart toys, face scans and Bret Hart toys do not go hand in hand. Like, he looks alright, but the problem is, and this has been a big issue with a lot of wrestling toys and their hair, like, his forehead is just huge. It just looks bad. And I just wish, you know, if you see that, like, look at that. It's his forehead. Otherwise, he looks alright. I realize the glasses is the big part of the presentation with him. But man, he just, I don't know. They just don't quite get face scans right with him. Part of it's because they have the messy hair look and it looks kind of funky. Or they just say, fuck it, let's just put all his hair back. And then his big old forehead showing up. So, anyways, we're not going to go too in-depth with this. Seems like a really cool figure. Could be wrong here. So, there he is, doing his little thing. Oh yeah. So, Bret the Hitman Hart, awesome figure. Thank you very much, Andy. And thank you, Robert, for the defective Buzz Lightyear. These next couple of figs came courtesy of my friend Court. And he had some old TNA figures that were still boxed he didn't want anymore. So, screw it. I'm probably not going to open this up. I haven't decided exactly what I'm going to do with it yet. It's an interesting set. I'm probably going to keep it as is for now. Their eyes just weird me out. Like, I don't know if you see that or not. Kevin Nash has just this, like, dead look in his eye. I don't know. Not like he's suicidal or anything, like he's possessed. And it weirds me out. But Shark Boy over here, man, Shark Boy was a jobber in WCW and Impact. He had a brief run in Impact where he was mildly relevant as a Stone Cold Steve Austin spinoff as Shark Boy. So like Shark Boy 316 or whatever. But no, this toy is sweet. Except for one thing. And I could tell this in the package when I got it. Very cool looking figure. I'll get into what is off about him. First, let's talk about what's good about him. Some cool details. Feels great. Very flexible. Tight joint there. Not so much there. But overall, good. He has his tattoo that he had in real life. You know, there's the shark on him. You know, paint looks fine. Pretty flexible, though. You know, like he can do all kinds of shit. Although it's very tight figure. Good lord. There we go. There we go. Look at that. So he's very flexible. That's really cool. Okay. Here's where we're going to get into why he's weird. Shark Boy was a small guy. He was a cruiserweight in WCW briefly when he was a jobber. Oh, look at the little shark on his elbow pads. This is a tall figure. This is a very tall figure. For reference here, we got Kevin Nash. We got Shark Boy. Shark Boy is taller than Kevin Nash. Feet lined up and everything. He is like just a smidge taller. Kevin Nash was like 6'7" or some shit like that. He was a pretty tall dude. He was approaching 7 feet tall. Shark Boy was lucky that he was like 6 foot, I think. And the other thing is Shark Boy was a small frame guy. Look at the guns on this dude. His arms are just bulging, man. They're just bulging. Look at that. Oh, man. He is just jacked to the gill. So, steroid Shark Boy. I mean, he is taller than all of my Elite figures by a long shot. It's kind of weird. So, he might have to go into some alternate wrestling shelf where he doesn't just overwhelm everyone with his presence. Anyways, Shark Boy, here he is. Thank you, Court. Appreciate you. Now, let's get to the juicy stuff. Juice number 1 for Christmas. This is the Movie Star Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Target exclusive set. This thing is fucking sweet. Been waiting to open this bad boy up. Now, I'm not going to bore everybody and open all of them. That would just be obnoxious and ridiculous. And if you want to see it, too bad. Buy your own. They're actually kind of cheap. It's like $45 at Target. I mean, it's a hell of a bargain. I almost bought this recently in Omaha for like $90. But, I mean, that was like a scalper price. But here, look at this. Half the price. Well, free for me because it's for Christmas. Thank you, Mom and Dad. And this is Raphael, or Raph. So they're mostly like the originals. Mostly. They seem like they're colored slightly differently. I guess let's just open them up for to get a closer look at him. So here he is. And one noticeable thing is the turtle toys generally kind of had just like arms that went up and down. They had like kind of more normal joints that toys of that time frame did. They had ball joints. You could pull off his arm and put it back on. You mix and match. I don't know why you would, but you could. So you could be like super violent with your toys and be like, oh God, Raphael's arm got tore off. There's so much blood. You might do that. It's an option. But not me. Yeah, I always thought that was kind of cool. So there he is. I'm not going to, again, go through all of his weapons and shit like that. That would just take way too much time. We got Leonardo. Look at that. So we already looked at a turtle. So we'll get to turtles later. Again, you want to look at them and up close and personal, go out ahead. Buy your own. I will say, they've been out for a while. I figure nobody really cares that much. So, there he is. Michelangelo. Donatello. There he is. Yeah, see, they seem a lot brighter than the other ones did. I also hate on the box. Like, I have the re-releases from Walmart of the turtle, the original 4 turtles, and they're identical packaging. I mean, they really are identical in every way. But these ones, you saw them in the 1990s movies. Now see them in your own hands. Well, really? Like, that's why you would buy these. I feel like most kids wouldn't just want these because they're great figures. You're probably an adult like me and you want to collect them. So, I just don't understand why. The other thing is, Splinter is also quite a bit different looking than this. There you see. His color is off. So he looks more like he did in the first movie. I don't know, it just looked weird. Like, I get what they were trying to go for, but I don't know. It was kind of strange how they did this. Like, it was supposed to be off the second movie, but it was kind of the first movie, but not really. I don't know. But, yeah, there he is. The paint job was shady because they didn't even dye his feet with the bandage wraps on him. So, that's kind of a drag. He looks terrible. This looks like a fucking knockoff. Splinter looks like shit, for the record. Jesus Christ. Give me Toka and Razor. Why did you give me this fucking garbage, man? Jesus. And then we got someone I want to open up right now, because this is fucking cool as hell. Super Shredder. It was weird they gave him a communicator, like from the cartoon show, because that wasn't a thing in the movies, but... Here he is. The Super Shredder. Yeah. Man, I gotta say, and I could be wrong here, but man, the paint job on these things are just, like, insane. Like, not insane like, ooh, wow, it looks great. I mean, like, insane like, Jesus, fuck, guys, come on, man. But I have to admit, price point wise, when you see this, you're kind of like, you get 6 figures for $45. It's pretty good. I mean, even understanding that the throwback figures, so they're not as expensive to make probably as the other ones, I'd have to say it's still a pretty unbelievable deal that they're giving you here. But even so, not to mention, Shredder kind of has like wonky eyes. If you look closely, he's like, yeah, definite wonky eye going on. But then again, he was jacked-filled mutagen, so I guess it's believable that he would have wonky eye. This weird spike weapon. When I was a kid, I loved this toy because of this weapon. I just thought it was cool. This cool little spike ball thing. Although he holds it like a weirdo. Look at this thing. I don't recall. I've not had this toy in my hands in a really long time. The original one. But look how his 2 fingers are like this. So he has to hold it like that. I just don't recall that at all. And it seems very not productive to put this in his back holster. Because I feel like it would stab you. It doesn't, yeah, see? It's going to stab me in the back of the head, dog. I just feel like not a good move there. Not a good move there, Shredder. Not a good move. But overall, I'm glad I got it. I mean, the original figures are cool. My fear is that, man, they're getting pricey, dude. I mean, they're like $40 a piece complete. And I got these for way cheaper. So I feel like I'm comfortable with what I got here. I'm comfortable with that. Because they're not going to cost me an arm and a leg. And now I have them. So there he is. Pretty sweet. Real excited. Thank you again, Mom and Dad. Part of this was a Christmas gift. Because I was so cheap, I hesitated at buying it. But it's right here. It is the BST AXN Deluxe Turtle Set thing. They made these for this year, and they are the 4 turtles. But with this, it is a Walmart exclusive, and they're based on more of the Mirage style comics. They're a little bit more darker, a little more violent. So the other ones you're gonna get are colored. They look like the cartoons. They look friendly. This one's a little darker. They all have the clear eyes. They don't have pupils. They have blood all over them, but it's they all had red bandanas, just like in the comics. The original comics, like what inspired Turtles. So for those unfamiliar, yeah. So there it is inside. Now, some people, I was tempted to keep this in the box. I want to open one of them. I'm just a fiend, okay? I can't help myself. So let's do it. Let's just do it. Let's get one open. I'm definitely gonna open this thing eventually. That's make no mistake about that. My thing is, I am just out of space. I just don't have the space for it. So I'm gonna try to make this work. In the meantime, keep them in this box, and then down the road when I get a new shelf, eminently soon probably. Actually, there is no down the road. I need a new shelf. When I get it, I'll get these bad boys out. I'm trying to keep this as clean as I can. This is not going to be organized at all. Oh, man. They really don't want you to do this in an organized, clean fashion. They just want you to bust this shit open and get them all out. Who's the lucky turtle? Who's the lucky turtle? It is Donatello. He's the closest one within my reach. Well, there he is. Ooh. Now, sadly, I don't know if I'm gonna get all of these, the regular ones, but that was my plan. And then when this 4-pack came out, I just love the Mirage comics. I think it's really cool. So I'm kind of like, oh man, these are sweet. If they were just black and white, to be honest, I might not have done it. But the fact that they're black and white and they got like the blood on them and stuff, I think it's kind of a cool touch because people really don't think of the Turtles as like violent. But man, those original comics were violent. So I kind of like that they have blood all over. So the only way you can differentiate them, obviously, is their belts. So obviously this is D for Donatello. So old Nani here in black and white. Yeah, they're pretty flexible. They're cool. I get why people kind of hate on these lines of the BST accent or best action. I don't know how you're supposed to pronounce it. So let's just go with that. Best action. So overall, they're pretty sweet though. I like them actually, to be honest with you. I'm sure it'll look a lot better when it comes to like the colors and they'll have things like that. But overall, yeah, I'm impressed with this. I think it's badass. You get different hands. So you actually get, looks like 3 options for hands, like a fist, open, and weapon. That's cool. You get belt snaps right back here. You get a shuriken for Donatello. Oh, they each come with something different. Well, anyways, it's going to be a pain in my ass to take care of all this. But regardless, so that is all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed my Christmas unboxing of different figures. It was as predictable as usual. It's random stuff, i.e. Buzz Lightyear, Bucky O'Hare, and then you got Turtles, my favorite, and then you have wrestling, my other favorite. No Star Wars, though, actually. Kind of a shocker, I know. Not a lot of Star Wars. I've been taking care of myself for all the Star Wars stuff, so I think I'm really good on that, to be honest with you. I'm looking at my Star Wars now. Speaking of which, hopefully soon I'll be doing a special unboxing for those that are just fiends for Star Wars. I have a bunch of Black Series figures I have kept boxed since I've been collecting. I am probably going to open all of but a few. And fuck it, let's do it on camera. So I have all these figures. I plan on keeping them forever displayed in their box, but there's just no room for that crap. So we're going to be opening them up for display. And this Friday, we'll be doing a New Year's special of the year of toys in review. What is now and what is to come next year in 2022. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. We also have me on Instagram, fig_fanatic. And that is all I have for you today. Please like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And if you do subscribe, I greatly appreciate it. It would be a Christmas present for me, so to speak. And I will try my best to keep entertaining you with, unboxings of fig hunts, especially fig hunts. Got some good stuff coming up. Fig hunts, figure reviews, and also movie reviews with figure reviews, which is something I'm going to be doing more of. Dick Tracy, soon to come. And lots of other stuff. So stay tuned. Thanks again. I hope you had a Merry Christmas, and I hope you have a Merry New Year. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the aisles.